Well, hello everybody. This is Fibro Jedi, or probably more appropriately for this series, one of the team of LOTRO family. This is my 14th LOTRO Warden Series episode. It's been a couple of weeks or so, probably about 3 now since I did the last episode, because I got a bit distracted with anniversary, updating my blog post, etc. about that, and I've had a week or so of really bad pain and really bad fatigue, so hoping to get back into the swing of things now. So, I'm gonna pick up the epic that takes us from Breland to the Lonelands, and en route, because I'll be taking Ceridan's horse, I will catch up on something that's changed since the last episode. So, let's pick up what the epic says first, and then I will catch upon the stuff that both I and you will need to know. Right, okay, so
what do you need?
I must confess that I do not know where Radagast was bound when he left here, other than eastward into the Lonelands. I do know that he was concerned with lightning, which he saw upon the peak of Weathertop. One of my kinsmen, Candaith, has already journeyed to Weathertop to investigate. Perhaps Radagast has joined him there. If you wish, my horse would bear you to Candaith's camp. Which I do wish, because I want to talk while I'm riding, so it's not quite the same as having a beer while riding, I suppose. Right, okay, so let's get Candaith's horse. Which actually I do from Candaith. Travel destination.
What can I do for you?
Candaith's encampment. Right, now then. The reason I wanted to take this time is I leveled up to level 21, thinking nothing can change between level 20 and 21, and that's the second time I've been proved wrong, so I will try to remember not to do that. I think I might have done it accidentally doing anniversary stuff. But what we have gained, it'd be better to show it in here, are some instant gambit builder skills. So for example, we've got Spear and a Spear here. Allows Warden to perform Spear and Spear gambits quickly, effectively, instantly. Has a 15-second cooldown. So instead of having to use your Spear twice, it will add the 2 Spear gambit builders to your gambit panel. Without doing the damage of the 2 spears, but if you need, it's like trying to do things quickly to build up towards a gambit, I suppose. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to deal with these things, but I think today I won't be using them much, but I need to from the next episode, really. So we've got Spear and a Spear, Spear and a Shield, Spear and a Fist, which is the taunt, Shield and a Shield, Shield and a Spear, Shield and a Fist, Fist and a Fist, Fist and a Spear, Fist and a Shield. Amazing with the 3 different types, how many combinations you've got there. But I've put some of them in here. I've put all of them, all 6. Is it 6? No, I haven't. So I haven't put all of them in my easy access bar here, because I am running the defense line determination. I have mostly used shields and taunts in my number quick panel, so that should mean that as I build up, maybe for like a big fight, or if I know there's a big number of mobs coming up, that I could build some things in straight off into the gambit panel. So I don't know how well my brain will work with this because of not being able to multitask that well, and certainly for this episode, as I've had a couple of weeks of not really playing Warden. My Wardens have been doing anniversary. I'm probably just going to run normal gambits for this episode, and I'm also hoping that we don't have too many problems with the daylight fading. Otherwise I may have to do some editing to the video brightness here. So what you can do in here is, this happened as soon as I turned to level 21, that's when I got these, and that's when I immediately put in the Stone of the Tortoise and just stopped leveling. I still need to go back and do some of the deeds, but we will start leveling again from I've taken out the Soul of the Tortoise now, so it means from the next quest we will start earning XP again, which will enable me to level up other. I've got a couple of other wardens, specifically one on Crick Hollow, but I've tried not to sort of over level, or at least equal level, my other wardens to this one, so that I'm learning everything live, recording my learning, as scary as that is. I managed not to die. Part of the anniversary was, in fact, since we're still in it, is to get, set some fireworks on top of Weathertop. Around Weathertop up here, there are, and a bit up here as well, there are some, particularly crows and boars, that are level 24, 25, some of them. So it's hard not to aggro those if you're on the fireworks quest for anniversary. But survived pretty well, I think, in that. Didn't actually die to them. Just takes a bit more concentration when you're up against foes in a few levels above. Right, so I need to turn off kin chat, and in fact all of the chat. So we're coming into the Lonelands now. So most of the time in the in most regions going to be sticking to the epic until I think I'm getting uncomfortably mobbed out. And then I will level a bit off video, or maybe we'll just do some spider slaying or orc slaying as a shorter video. So, as the first 5 minutes or so of this has been commentary, I will try to get... We're not technically yet in the Lowlands, we're nearly in the weather. Just got to pass over Midgewater Pass. This is just better on my hands to do the horse journey using Ceridans, and it's quicker than going back to Bree, because you can't, there's no other quick way of getting to the Forsaken Inn for the first time. I'd have to go back through Bree and manually ride down here, and I wouldn't have been able to talk to you. So if you want to skip on a couple of minutes or so from this point, I will totally understand that. And that should then bring us to Ceridon. Cool. What did I do in terms of the Bree stuff? I did say quite a few episodes back, my intention was these to be a bit stream-esque in their style, so we'll have a lot of thinking ahead. Right, so I could realistically go back and do some of the other deeds between episodes. Yeah, that's fine. So this episode should be released tomorrow. What date are we on? 8th now, we are now? Yeah, Wednesday the 9th of May, for people who are watching this back way after time. Cool, right, we're here. Yay. And somewhere around here I should have my anniversary badger. Beaver, even. Although badger would also be quite neat. Cool, so we're trying to find Radagast. Hello, Candaith.
How can I be of service?
Radagast the Brown? I have not seen him, and know not of his passing, but there is a cold and a shadow that has come to these lands of late.
What do you need?
What do I need? Ceridon's word comes late to the Lonelands. If Radagast the Brown passed into these lands, then perhaps hope is not lost in this place. I have returned only recently from a journey in lands far to the east, lands held firmly in the grip of evil. When I returned from that journey, I learned to my dismay that evil does not stir in the east alone. Goblins now roam to the south, while their larger and more ferocious cousins among the Orcs spread through the weather hills like a festering plague. I must find the main body of the Orcs if you will assist me in driving back the enemy in these hills. I will begin the search for Radagast the Brown. What say you? What say you? That is... we'll pick this up because I think there are some of these
How can I be of service?
Around... Yeah, Krabbans, yeah. So these lands have become much darker in recent days. Since my time wandering in the eastern stretches of the Lowlands, a darker shadow has flocked down from the sky. Now they patrol the western lands as well as the east, in search of something for their unseen masters. I speak of the Kraban, vile creatures with a gift of intelligence greater than they should possess. We must do what we can to thwart their efforts. Kill these vile birds and collect their eyes. Lovely. It's the only way to ensure they cannot return the information they have gathered to their masters. You'll find them throughout Weather Hills. So we'll focus on going and getting the Orcs, because somewhere up here I think there is a good Orc encampment. But we'll also pick up We only need 8 Krebin, don't we? Yeah. Thorn Talon Sentry. Good, okay. Now then, let's not get run over by another player. That would be good. Being followed by an orc. Now then, so what we're actually after are white hand orcs, melee, 8 melee white hand orcs and 8 ranged white hand orcs. Repeating. Right, this is going to be a challenge because all of these are way over. Well, no, 1 level over, with a slight exaggeration. Here we go. That's just the Orc Slayer deed. So it's just going to be a case. We're going to be up against quite a lot, I suspect, here now because of the aggro range. I might actually die here because I accidentally aggroed far too many. Not remembering is there it is. I'm doing this the wrong way round, I think. This is just chaotic. I'm getting that one the wrong way round. There we go. Oh my life, that was a bit bonkers. Right, so let's catch our breath a bit, shall we? Yeah. Wow. Good way to start. Right, so in all that mess, that was 9, and I got pretty low on health there, so I need 2 more melee and 1 more ranged. Let's see if we can pull 1 or 2, which would be better than... Yeah. I could do with leveling up a little bit, couldn't I? Like a challenge. Here we go. Didn't even get to warm up. I'm doing the life draining ability the wrong way round. Oh, rat! I keep accidentally hitting the gambit thing a few seconds ago. Right. I still need... Oh, hello. I still need to catch a breather, is my actual sentence. Right, I need 1 more ranged white hand orc. That was a tad bonkers. And in the meantime, I need to pick off some Kraben for the other quest. updating. You're a melee one. I thought I was already geared. Level 15. No, I could. I need to upgrade my armor. Right, that's fine. I will do that after recording this episode. It doesn't even matter what game I play, I am so much better at. Give me one ginormous boss or one huge mob that's difficult, and I can get my way through it. But give me a whole group of them, and my brain just sort of turns to mush. Right, now then, I need a ranged one without aggroing 9 mobs like I did last time. Right, okay. I want to do the life draining one. That's it, it's the first thing. Right. Oh, what have I aggroed? Right, that's okay. If I can pull them in. This is just going to be a repeat of what just happened, isn't it? Because I'm, funnily enough, still under level. Right, I need healing pass, Q, X, life drain. Get some extra defense in. Ah. Am I out of combat? Yes. Right, quick, run! So. Oh, we completed a deed. What do we do? Skillful blocking. Yay. Is that part of... Yes, so we still need to do complete find weakness for a trait point. And I haven't even started find weakness yet. I might have to look on the wiki to see what combination of skills I'm not doing. That means I'm not finding that deed. It might be a level locked one. But I don't know. Right. Cool. Hi, by the way. I'm so used to coming to these regions over-leveled. Not, like, massively, certainly not from Freeland, but certainly comfortably not one level under. Flipping heck, that was a bit bonkers. Right. I think my weapons are fine as well. Oh no, they're level 15. Ah, no, my javelin... My javelin is level 20, but my spear is level 15. So I'm a woodworker with my warden. So, do I realistically need to wait until I hit level 20? Yes, I need to wait until I'm level 22 for the next upgrade. Does that include my range? Yes, I've got the recipe for the ranged javelin. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we managed the first stage of the Orcs. Whoopee! Right. The rise of the Orcs. I thank you, Lamuna, but my thanks are tempered with concern. I have never seen a force of Orcs like this in Eriador before today, organised and well provisioned. They hold an encampment in an outlet within Midgewater Pass, and bear a strange charge on their banners and shields, one that I have not seen before. Their numbers at this camp are great, but the day may come when we can drive them howling from the lowlands. Not today, I fear, but today is not that day. But perhaps not so far off. There is another matter that demands our attention, an urgent matter. We will see to the destruction of their camp in the Midgewater Pass later.
What do you need?
Okay. I'm going to keep reading these because I need a break after 5 or so minutes of complete chaos. As I began my search for Radagast, near the Midgewater Pass I witnessed an orc messenger departing in great haste. Quickly I followed and trailed him eastward along the shoulder of the hills, and then south, trailing him eastward along the shoulder of the hills. Oh, I just read that bit. But my search was interrupted. I could follow no further, for foul Krebben circled above, and to be discovered would do greater injury to our work than I can permit. Once again I must call upon your aid, while I sit by my nice comfortable campfire. The messenger likely carries with him orders to the outlying camps. If you can intercept the messenger, we may learn the nature of these orders. So armed, we will be better equipped to deal with the Orc threat. Search among the Orc camps in Glum Hollow, to the west, and return to me with the orders this messenger surely possesses. I will seek signs of Radagast passage elsewhere. Right, so I'll just get that so I'm not thinking about losing loot. Now then, the messenger can be annoying to find, so he does roam, and it does depend on whether other players have killed him first. So we'll find some Krebben in the meantime, and probably need some grab some other orcs as well. Oh yeah, interesting thing to note: you can't with these builders, instant builders. You can't do them on before you're in combat. So it's not quite a I'm gonna get prepared for the fight ahead of time sort of thing. It's a once you are in combat, then you can use them. Where's this messenger? Pillager. Krebben. I think the messenger travels between camps, so he is seen up here, but he does pass around different camps if I've remembered correctly. He's also a signature orc. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily make him easier to find. I'm going to need some space, so I shall just... So, there are quite a few orcs that are wandering around here. They don't all stand still waiting to be attacked, funnily enough. Trying to find another... There's 2 camps here. Oh look, some of these have like nice titles. Pillager, Foul Arrow, and that one there is just a generic White Hand Orc. Now then, where are you, messenger? Looking at these camps being full, I don't think he's been killed by another player yet. Foul Arrow, Foul Arrow. Just checking the map. Pretty sure the messenger never ever stands still. Sniper, Blade Master, Pillager. Not even seeing him on the map yet. Which is not particularly useful. Oh, of course there's a camp down there as well. Maybe he's at the, nearer the camp down there. There he is. Now, I don't particularly want to fight him alongside everyone else. Let's see. I don't have to rush this. There isn't another player coming down yet to take all these out. And I don't intend on doing the Orc Slayer deed under level, or even on level. Right, where are you going, messenger? Right. If you're going round the back of that camp... You know, for once, Hobbit stealth would have been useful. I don't know how bad or how close the aggro range actually is. I don't want to lose that messenger either. Pants, yeah. Don't use the taunts. Going to aggro him in, although that may not be the wisest thing I've ever done, but otherwise I will lose where he is. I don't particularly want to do that. Got the orders! Run! Run! Run while you can. Right. Well, this is a nice gentle introduction to the Lowlands, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. Right. Could do with... I'm missing 2 Kraben. There are loads in the Weather Hills, but I don't really want to spend ages on a YouTube video looking for the blighters. There were some around here. There's one. Okay, let's grab that one. And there we go. We can get them both. Fab. Okay. Kraben Slayer is also a deed in the Lowlands. There we go. Which necklace am I wearing? I'm not even wearing my stat one. It's only might, but yeah. Okay. Here we go. So this is the Kraben one. Though it seems an ignoble task, I tell you plainly that this was necessary. The Kraben are spies for eyes from afar, and they seek some grand prize here. With all that I have seen in these lands of late, I fear that there is some great wheel turning, and I can only hope that our part can slow its progress. Thank you, Lamuna, for all you have done. And that one counts towards the quest in the Lowlands.
What can I do for you?
Messenger. These orders are written in black speech, Lamuna, a tongue I have never desired to learn. I should have been prepared for this, but I hoped that we would learn something useful immediately. While you were seeking these orders, I followed signs of Radagast through the hills. I was not alone in this pursuit, as a patrol of Orcs soon happened upon my location. I was forced to break off my pursuit and lost my bow as I evaded the Orcs beneath the eaves of the wood. It was a close thing, Lamuna, a close encounter that yielded insight into the Orcs' leadership. You did well for your part, and soon we will understand the intentions of these Orcs, as well as their leadership.
What do you need?
Here we go. So, I would have easily evaded the Orcs I pursued, Lamuna, were it not for the War Master that travelled with them. Uzor, they called him, and gave to him what respect their kind reserved for their strongest and fiercest warrior. It is likely that Uzor returned to Bleakrift within the Midgewater Pass, which I think is, if we look at the map, I'm pretty sure that's up here, is it? Something like that. That seemed to be his domain. He must be slain, and whatever orders were given him recovered. Bleakrift is northwest of here, on the northeastern edge of the Midgewater Pass, surrounded by a shallow body of water. Defeat War Master Uzor, and look for a letter of some kind near his person. Return to me victorious, and we shall discuss further what must be done. Bleakrift is likely to be a dangerous place, Lamuna. Be careful. I will continue my search for Radagast. Okay, to make sure I'm not reading too much during a video, the next thing is to search Orcs and to recover Candaith's bow. And
How can I be of
which I
service?
just didn't accept.
Greetings.
And then collect battered loot boxes, also from Orcs. Right, okay. Let's go off and do this Orc battle. And then we will decide what to do at that point. And try not to get too close to Orcs that I don't particularly have to engage right now. What I am not very good at finding is the really obvious... there is a really obvious, but I'm still not very good at finding it. Pass across the river. No, I don't think we'll be able to get past that pig without it following me, so I'll just... There we go. Right. Now then, we need to get down to the river. There is a... It's almost a ford, I think, but not quite. Do we need to go round here to get down to it? Go through there? I think I've tried to get through that place before and not been successful as I would like. Where's the way through? Rat. I did say I make it look really difficult to try and find this pass, but without going all the way around those hills. Yeah, maybe I should have passed lower down the river. Yeah, never mind. Although Crabben Slayer in the North Downs is annoying, there are loads of them. The Weather Hills have a whole bunch. There's some down... well, in this section here and here as well. Yeah, there are plenty to do it. It's not as bad as doing the Crawler Slayer deed in the... Oh, that's what I did wrong. I should have gone through the Orc encampment. In the Troll Shores, which is the biggest pain in the backside. Because some of the crawlers in the Troll Shores don't class as aggressive, so you don't see them on your minimap. Here we go, got there. So you're actually better with something like Crabben Slayer. Instead of thinking, right, I'm just going to go and kill all the Crabben, is to pick some off as you quest. Cool. So now we just need to find the way. Why are things harder to find when you know you're being recorded? Oh, I usually have to swim down the river. I bet that's not necessarily required, but I've always done it this way. Now that my memory is attempting to work again. So we'll deal with this camp of Orcs, because I think then... Have I gone wrong again? Do you know what? I think I might have. We'll deal with that camp of Orcs, because I think then you get taken onto the Forsaken Inn, or further up towards Ostgaruth. And on that basis, we can sort of draw the epic for today to a close. Haha! Once I get rid of this thing here. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Got there in the end. Okay. Sorry about that. case you're wondering, this is an alert White Hand, as opposed to all the others that are obviously asleep. Oh, I'm into the second stage of that gambit chain. Well, considering we're under-leveled and against multiple mobs at any one time, we're not doing too badly to have not died. Especially with my concentration span. Okay, so we need to pick up these treasure boxes for Candaith, battered lock boxes. They look like normal loot boxes that you pick up on landscape, and they're not. Right. That, however, is a supply crate. I think I've been able to claim that. Just grab some wood, as this is my only woodworker on this server. Right, now then, I'm so used to this being a sort of get in, do the job, get out scenario, and this will be, hey, I pressed the next ability. That's what's I'm probably trying to press too quickly. Right, if you hit the, what I've discovered to my annoyance, myself, that if you hit the gambit default here when you haven't actually got a gambit to trigger, then it just sort of resets the gambit panel and you have to start again. You get this really weird sound I'll show you. So do this and then do that. That sound there is when you haven't actually triggered a gambit, you've just button mashed and not done anything massively useful. This is not going to be a straightforward raiding the enemy encampment, is it? I'm doing this to remind myself, there we go, about that particular chain. The other thing I need to try to remember to do a bit more is to use war cry or war chant or something. I get confused between this and one of the other classes. This one, war cry, because that gives you extra evade rating. So if you do that, war cry for evade rating, I'm draining him, evading some of his stuff, self-healing in that instance. And yeah, that combination of draining him, self-healing and evasion meant that was a much cleaner fight. I was just trying to remember all these things is a bit much for my brain. Right, so we need to keep going up because the War Master is on the other side of these two bridges. Now he's an archer, so let's get some defense in, and then we'll use the evade. There. And then we'll do the evade. And that should pretty much be sufficient, yeah. Okay. How many more? We need 3 more battered lockboxes. Walk right in there, because actually that does later form gambit chain. And I don't know what it is. Okay, so we'll have to take on 2 orcs here. Because we have no choice. So let's go for evade Warcraft stuff first. That will help. And then we'll do that. I keep doing that ability the wrong way around. It's not the wrong way around, you still get something for your button mashing, but it's not something I'm accustomed to using, so I've got to... I would check now what it was I was just doing there that's wrong. It's got like a little fist icon on it. It's not a taunt fist. It is just a fist looking icon. Now then, can I squeeze between these orcs without aggroing any of them? Yes. I still need 2 more battered boxes though, so I'm going to need to grab this one here, and then hope there's one by the War Master. I don't think the War Master's on his own. Oh, he is, at least at the moment. Okay. Right. So I've purposely not done those insta builders. Why did he just what? Just randomly hold right? Did I scare him? Right, I haven't been thinking. So let's get that out. Life drain for our own health. Self-healing. Yeah, and evade for the last part of the fight. Therefore taken far more damage than I should have. Because I didn't think ahead of time. Right, supply crate. Battered lockbox. And the orc orders. Fab, okay. Now then, we did manage to slip, if I am not clumsy, between these 2 archers here, but it looks like the next 2 orcs are walking side by side. Yes, unless I can run faster than them. Which I can! Yay. Although, can I... don't know what the aggro radius is. Right, I don't mind taking on 1. That is fine. There we go. Now that we're not going to be able to get around the next bunch of orcs, we will just have to plough through them. But we've shown we're quite capable of doing that, as bonkers as this is. Right. Totally nuts. Right, let's go for evasion because there we go. Evasion. Then we'll do a life drain on you. And then heal you. Extra defense. There. Steel tokens, only 8. Orcs did not want to give up their steel tokens. Right, let's try and get back to Candaith as smoothly as possible. Where are we at with the deed after all that? 44! 44 orcs. Thank you for giving up your lives for the free peoples. Right. And we will just plop into the river down here, like so. And then we should be able to make it fairly easily to Candaith. I was hoping to record 2 episodes today, but it's not going to happen. I think I'm going to run out of time and my hands are hurting. So I'm going to... hopefully handing these 3 quests in. Would be nice if this took me to level 22. If not, I'll just go and deed in Breland. And I think I need to deed an Erid Lewin on this one as well, so that will help build up some other stats in via virtues. Right, so down this river, there's an orc we can avoid. Best kind of orc, the avoidable one. Oh, it's not. The best kind of orc is a dead orc, but after that, the avoidable ones are okay. Cool. So, Orc Thieves, this is when the orcs have stole his bow. Thank you, my friend, this bow will yet slay many orcs before its time is ended. I thank you for its happy return. We can't equip a bow because we use javelins. Preparing for the future, this was when we picked up the lockboxes. Yes, I think these will do nicely. More on that in a short while, for there is much more to do about these orcs before I send you onward to the inhabitants of the Lowlands. And... here.
How can I be of service?
Another letter written in black speech, Lamuna, and its meaning evades me as it did of its fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the White Hand. I must know what message this letter bears. This is not a task for you, Lamuna. I have finally discovered the information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something you should see first. So we can either pick up a piece of armor there, or a cloak. I'm going to end up... are they both worth about the same? Let's go for the fate.
What do you need?
There we go. So, what I'll do is, at this point, I will draw the episode to a close. It's a logical point in the progression, and we have to go to the top of Weathertop next time, so... yay! So if you made it this far, we've managed to get rid of about 44, 45 orcs, and survived an onslaught of 9 in one go, because I accidentally aggroed everything. So yeah, hopefully this has been a bit of a chaotic but slightly enjoyable episode to watch. I hope everything is recorded smoothly. I had some issues at the start, but otherwise I will sign off for there. We'll pick up the story exactly where I am now, when I get around to recording the next episode. So, hope this has been useful. Feel free to add any questions, comments, advice in the comments on the YouTube video, and I will see you for the next episode next week sometime. Take care. Bye.